this year, Mental Health Day, which was 10th October, is being celebrated under the theme mental health is a universal human right. Currently, we know that globally, 1 person out of every 8 people has a mental health condition. When we come down to the youth, it's about 1 in 7. Then when you come to children and adolescents, every one child out of every 5 has a recognizable and treatable mental health condition. And these statistics are quite alarming because it means that the mental illness is closer to us than we think. And mental illness can affect anybody. It can affect me, it can affect you. And we this year want to drum home the point that having good health, which includes having a good mental health, is a human right. So irrespective of your race, your gender, your locality, your socioeconomic status, or whatever status for that matter, you need to enjoy an optimum mental health. So then, just like every human right, everybody has a right to life. Everybody has a right to good food, to water, to liberty, to inclusion in the society, to be free from discrimination and to be free from abuse. These are the things that everybody has to enjoy. So having a mental illness should not deprive you of those rights. And I'd want to say that I know that in Ghana, we still have a few people who are being chained and shackled because of their mental illness. We are hoping that as we are going on with this campaign, we shall stop these practices and rather bring these people to the hospital for us to collaborate and do the healing and the care that they need. Generally, the issue of mental health has been brought to the forefront, especially since COVID came. We witnessed surges in the number of people being anxious, especially those who got depressed because they were laid off work or their businesses got so. So I think that generally the awareness is increasing, and we are doing our best to provide the best possible care to people. But we all know that there's still some more we could do in terms of human resource. We don't have enough nurses, we don't have enough psychiatrists, we don't have enough psychologists to cover the whole of the nation. And unfortunately, some of these experienced people are also leaving the country for other places, for greener pastures. And you can't really fault anybody for leaving, but I believe that we still have that gap in training more personnel to be able to cover the whole of Ghana. It's very worrying because it's not only about us losing the numbers, we are losing expertise. So we are losing experienced mental health nurses. And mental health nurses are not as many as general nurses. But countries in the West also have the need, and because their conditions are better than ours, our colleagues can't help but want a better life for themselves. But it's very worrying because we are losing numbers and we are losing expertise as well. That another challenge also has to do with funding, because somebody has to pay for mental health. And in our Mental Health Act, we propose the establishment of a mental health fund, which currently still is not in place. So funding, even though we receive support from the government, I believe that more support in that area could be done. And going into maybe like the hinterlands in Ghana and all, the provision of the medication, sometimes logistic-wise, because they are far away, when they have issues with medication supply, it may take a bit of time to refill and all. So those are some of the common challenges that we have. But I think that generally we are still doing well in terms of using the resources that we have available to serve the people of Ghana.